The internet can make you or it can absolutely break you. You see, I had the random urge to make this video the other day, and I just decided to jump on camera. No edits, no script, no plan, but I had a thought on my mind that I wanted to share on this channel. I see so many people who have made it, right? Guys on the internet, young guys who have made tons of money. You guys probably know the type of people I'm talking about. They make different content, some of it's motivational, lifestyle, all that shit, right? But it amazes me how all of these people always explain how it took them 3 years, 5 years, whatever, to get to the point that they're at. But then their videos are always trying to tell you that you're running out of time. So when they were grinding, it was okay. It took them a few years. They had to lose, they had to win, they had to build. But now that they're up and they made it, you're running out of time. It's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. It's absolute garbage. What I will say, as somebody who has done okay in their 20s, it's you're not running out of time. That's just complete bullshit. But what I will say is that the most effective way you can approach your time, if you're between 17 and 28, create an outline of a plan that leads you to some form of a life where you're fulfilled. Now, that doesn't have to mean your entire life, but at least a life within the next 5 years, a version of your life from 3 years from now, 5 years from now. Have an outline. Okay, I want to make this much. I want to live here, have this type of whip, be in this city. Because once you have an outline of what the overview of how you're trying to live looks like, then you can start to prioritize your activities based on what things get you closest to that overview. The problem is this: too many people just want money. And then what happens is they don't have a plan to get money. They don't have a plan to get to these things. And then they're just aimlessly kind of jumping around from idea to idea. They don't stick with anything long enough to make it work. And then they go on social media and see their favorite guru telling them they're running out of time. Then they get stressed. They panic, anxiety. They either buy some bullshit program or they don't do anything at all and they seep into fucking depression. I see this happen way more times than I should. And it doesn't take the most extensive plan to, fix this. What you need is a goalpost. You need an end zone. You need some type of place you're trying to get to. Now, you're not going to be able to plan for 70-year-old you, 65-year-old you right now. Most likely, there's too many variables that could change from then to now. But what you can do is give yourself an overview. Like, okay, let's say you're 20 right now. Okay, I'm 20. By the time I'm 25, I want to be living in X city and I want to have X car and I want to be known for doing this or I want to do this for a living. Okay, now that you have an idea, you don't need to know all the details, you don't need to know all the fine print, but now that you know that by the time you're 25, you would like to live in this city, drive this car, and do this for work, now when you look at your day-to-day activities, when you look at your day-to-day shit, you have to say, okay, 1, 2, and 3, these things don't even push me anywhere near this overview I'm trying to get to. So fuck it. That's going to be the most effective thing for you. And anybody can do that. It's not like this is some type of secret. But the reason I had the urge to jump on this camera and shoot this video is because I just don't understand this idea of people getting on the internet and just consistently telling other people they're running out of time. But yet those people took years to get to where they're at. The whole thing is a bunch of horseshit. The whole thing is a fucking charade. It's all a charade, bro. It's all a fucking clown show. Because if you were truly running out of time, then nobody would be able to make it. It'd be over. It'd be over. But they don't talk about that, right? So I want you guys, whoever comes across this video on your YouTube, just sit for a second. No phone, no music, no computer, no reels, no audio. Just sit, pen and paper, and just think, bro. Your answer is not going to be the same as my answer. Your answer is not going to be the same as the guy on the internet. Your answer is not going to be the same as the fucking neighbor you have. But just sit and think and be like, in the next 3 years, what would an outline of a life that I'd be super fulfilled living look like? What would it look like? What's the outline? Is the outline I want to be living in Miami, pushing a supercar, working online? Is the outline I want to be working in New York City as a banker wearing a suit? Like, everybody has their own vision. But once you have an outline, and the reason why I keep saying the word outline is because you don't need to have it dialed to the T right now. It's not like you need to have every single detail of your life. You want to do boom, 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 boom. You just need an outline, because once you have an outline, you have a goalpost, you can then organize your priorities. And you can say, okay, there's no need to be doing this shit anymore, because this doesn't even get me anywhere near where I'm trying to go. Fuck it. Fuck it, just screw it. Like, there's no need to be doing certain activities you probably do right now. But the only reason you do them is because you don't have an outline. You don't know where you're trying to go. You're just trying to make it. You're just trying to get money. It's too vague. I was this for the longest time. So that's why when I say these things, it comes from a place of authenticity. Like, for the longest time, I was just like, man, fuck this shit. I just want to get this bread, and I don't give a fuck how we do it, what we got to do. Let's just go get this money. Now, as I've started to have some success, I stop and think like, okay, where are we trying to get to? Like, where are we, like, what are we trying to look like in the next 3 years? It allows you to get a much more clear idea on what you need to do, what things you should be doing, what steps you should be taking to get to the goal, the outline. And then once you get there, the goal will change, of course. But don't get on the internet and start seeing people talk about how you're running out of time. And then you start to panic, and then you don't have a plan, and then you're running around like fucking stressed out because of some dude you don't know whose Instagram reel made you feel like you're cooked. It's all a fucking charade, bro. It's all a charade. I don't know. I'm not one of these like internet like fucking guru dudes, so I just get on here and say however I feel. But I just want you guys to know that, because most of you guys are smart enough, work hard enough, have all the capabilities to do whatever the fuck you're trying to do. Like, it's very few people, I would say less than 1%, who genuinely don't have the capabilities to get the things done that they want to do. Most people have them all. The problem is they get sidetracked with different types of content. It fries their brain. They slip into anxiety and shit, and then they don't do anything. That happens to more people than who will admit it. So like I said, most of you guys have all of the capabilities that you need to get the things done you want to get done. The problem is you just don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going. It's like you have the car. You just don't know where to drive. And that's not for me to tell you. That's not for anybody to tell you but you. You got to just spend some time and think about it in the next 3 years. Like, what do I want my life to look like? What do I want this shit to look like? What's an overview? And you will fucking get there, bro. But don't fall into this bullshit trap of the internet trying to make you feel like you're running behind and that it's doomsday coming. It's all a fucking charade, bro. Wake up, smile, lock the fuck in, get some paper, and I'm out. But I'm rooting for you. Let's run this bag up the next 6 months. Don't stop, belt to ass, and I'll see you guys in the next video.